Hey, gang. Wow, 3 in one day. Well, actually, it's early Wednesday morning, June 3rd. So I'm actually starting a new video, but it's a day later. Such bullshit. All right, since I'm on a roll, since I was off today and I was able to do those 2 Genesis videos, I figured I would do a video of my Peter Gabriel 12-inch vinyl. And actually, I still have, I'm still waiting for a single from the Us album with Steam, Quiet Steam on it. But it has not arrived. This damn pandemic has caused many bottlenecks in the U.S. mail system, and I'm sorry, worldwide actually, because this one's coming from I think it was from Italy. So I did see that because there was tracking on it that it did make it to the United States, but it hasn't made it to my place yet. So, but I'm gonna just go ahead and show you what I got now. One of these days I'm gonna have to do an update anyway for Todd Rundgren, for Zappa, and for Peter Gabriel apparently now too, because I am still waiting for that record. So anyway, to start off with my Peter Gabriel 12-inch stuff. You know what? That's funny, because I just realized that there is one album that I need to show before I even get to Peter Gabriel's records. All this in World War II. This is a compilation of all these different artists covering Beatles songs. And Peter Gabriel covered Strawberry Fields. I'm sure that if you're a Peter Gabriel fan, you probably heard it. Right there, Peter Gabriel, Strawberry Fields Forever. It is something that he recorded, I guess, before he put out his first solo album. This is from '76. So he did Strawberry Fields, and then he put out Peter Gabriel. Let me put this back. All right. Now we'll get to the meat of Peter Gabriel's solo album. Of course, it starts off with Peter Gabriel. And this is, well, let's go ahead and pull it out. This is a British import. I managed to pick up all British imports of Peter's solo album, for the most part anyway. It's only the first 5 of his solo albums. And so there you have it. There it is. You can see this record's actually in pretty good shape, but a little bit noisy, but not too shabby. Side 2. But I love having this original early pressing of his first album. And ooh, as a matter of fact, here, let's do this. And I swore that this would not be a long video, but I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this now. Got a bunch of these lined inner sleeves, and I would prefer to, if I'm going to pull these out, I prefer to go ahead and install these lined inner sleeves here's the inner sleeve for this album. I love this. I love this guy. He's just nuts. He's so wonderful, Peter. Anyway, there. I just wanted to take care of that little problem. Wow, there is some kind of sticker residue on here. Could that be, what the hell is that from? Huh. Oh well, I'm not gonna worry about that. That's not even really obvious, but so there you have it. All right. What a great album. Of course, this has Salisbury Hill, but it's got Modern Love. It's got Moribund the Burgermeister. That's what it starts off with. Excuse Me and Humdrum. And then, of course, it has Slow Burn, Waiting for the Big One, Down the Dolce Vita, and Here Comes the Flood. Produced by Alan Schwartzberg on the drums. I don't know Alan Schwartzberg. Maybe I should know him. Robert Fripp, Larry Fast. I can't remember the guy's name who produced them, but it's same guy who produced it's the same Alice Cooper's producer, I thought it was. Bob Ezrin. All right. I'm going to turn this into a 2-hour video if I start screwing around. This was it's like a Japanese remaster, I believe, on Charisma. And I'll go ahead and pull this out. I think I have the first 2, maybe the first 3 albums on these Japanese remasters. This is weird because it's not really an OBI. It's like an inner sleeve that folds over into an OBI, and I kind of don't like that, actually. It's kind of stupid, but that's what they made it into. And when you can see when you open it up, you can see the English lyrics in there, but it's folded right over the lyrics, and I kind of don't, my OCD doesn't appreciate it, okay? So, anyway, but I got it because I love this album so much. I got that years ago. I must have got this 25 years ago. And the other thing I don't like is it's the newer Charisma label. I hate that. In fact, I hate it a lot. I hate this record. Why did I get this record? All right, I'm sure that the sound quality is fantastic on here, so that's why I got it. But anyway, I usually end up pulling out the first one. It's got a few more pops and ticks on it. But I like looking at it, and I like playing it because it's an original pressing. I kind of like that. So, I'll put this away. Oh, while I'm putting this away, for those of you who might not be familiar, the music in the background is Jean-Luc Ponty. One of the best instrumental albums that I own is Jean-Luc Ponty. I like Enigmatic Ocean and shit, I can't remember the name of the album offhand. I can't do two things at once. I'm putting this away and I'm trying to think of a Jean-Luc Ponty album. And I just cannot do it. So, all right, but anyway, there, that's in there. Polystar, made in Japan. All right, but anyway, it's on the Charisma label. Too bad it's on that newer Charisma label. I like that classic Charisma label. And it's not on that. How dare they? All right. Look, there's another one. Now this one's special because this is a super disc pressing. And if you're a Peter Gabriel fan, you may want to know about this particular pressing because it's actually, one of the tracks on here is actually a different, it's a different mix. It's a different edit, I should say. And in fact, it's waiting for the big one. Oh, I take that back. It's slow burn. Is it slow burn? Wait a minute. Now I'm confused. Here, hold on a second. Yeah, duh. It's slow burn. Schmo. All right, Slow Burn has, if you're familiar with the song Slow Burn, it fades in, a little piano part that fades in. Well, there is an orchestral introduction that they edited out of the regular release. It's like maybe a 40-second long instrumental introduction, an orchestral instrumental introduction. They call that an OII, orchestral instrumental introduction, that you can hear on this pressing. You can't hear it. I don't believe it's available anywhere else. I think it's only on the super disc. So, and this is Atco Records. Atco Records. It's Atco Records. The Atco Records label, a subsidy or a sub of Atlantic Atco. I'm losing my mind here. I can't talk. All right. So, but anyway, it's nice to have that. I wish this is a little bit noisy. I wish I had a cleaner copy of it, but I don't. Here is. I'm having way too much fun. So here is Gabriel 2. Again, this is on Charisma Records. And this is already in a beautiful inner sleeve. Now, people, maybe not Gabriel fans, but I don't know. Some people are not a big fan of the second album, the Scratch album. I call it Peter Gabriel, okay, because that's what it is. But a lot of people don't like it. I think it's fucking great, man. I love Fripp's production. I love what they did on this thing. I think Peter Gabriel might even sort of not be a big fan of this particular album, but I think it's fantastic. And I just love it. I love this record. Whole damn first side is fantastic. Every track on there is great. And then the second side, Indigo, Animal Magic, that's a good one. About going to war. You know? Be all you can be. Yeah. It's like a big, you know, rah, 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 guys. And then Exposure. Exposure's an oddity. It's an oddity, but it is what it is, and it's cool. Flotsam and Jetsam, Perspective, great. And Home Sweet Home. I don't consider it a concept album. It's just a collection of songs. I know it kind of was a concept record, but I don't really look at it as such. It's really just a collection of songs to me. All right, but anyway, that's the second album. And here is, in America, it came with an inner sleeve that had the lyrics. The inner sleeve looked like this, okay? Except it was folded the other way and it was actually glued that way, so you could put your album in there and you could read the lyrics. This is what you get with the British import. You get this whole thing that folds out, and it's got this whole other bit of artwork, and I love it. I love it. This is awesome. New York City. He's back in New York City. Huh? It's amazing. And this is awesome. I can't even remember where I got this from. I must have got it from a record store. I don't know. I don't know where I got this from. I can't remember. But I abused it. I hung it on a wall at one point. And then, of course, I folded it and put it in with my album because it wasn't on the wall anymore. It's got all kinds of shit on the back of it because of the, what I used to hang it. There, let's take that off. Yeah, way to go. On the second album, and it's 17 minutes in already, and I haven't moved on. And I still have more Gabriel 2 to show you. All right. British pressing. Beautiful. Okay, there you have it. But wait. Here's this. Like I said, Peter Gabriel 2. Okay, no need to go any further with this. You know what it looks like. It's going to have that ugly label. But I did pick this up from Barnes & Noble a couple years ago. And it's the second one. It's a 2 LP, 180 gram vinyl. It's 45 RPM, half speed, remastered. And look, they did it right. They did it right. See? Isn't that beautiful? I love it. I love it. It sounds fantastic. It's quiet. And I think it's the way to listen to the album, actually. So I think this will be my go-to whenever I want to play this album. This is probably what I will put on. And of course it's a gatefold, so the artwork from that insert is right here. And where's the lyric sheet? Oh, shit, you have to send away for it. I forgot about that. That's fucked up, man. You shouldn't have to send away for it. They should just put it in here. And I never did send away for it. I'll rectify that matter. I'll rectify that. I'll fix that little problem. Right in there. All right. Here's something interesting. 20 minutes in and I'm only on the... All right, this is a promotional 12-inch single. It's two-sided, but it says side one on both sides. See, side one, right? And then side one. Okay, it's the same song. It's the same recording. It is DIY, okay? But it's not the same version that you can find on the Gabriel album. It is a totally different recording with a sax solo at the end of it. And in fact, when I do the, I'm going to do a video for Gabriel 45s. I ain't doing that tonight. I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But it was it was an EP that he released in England, but he withdrew it. I think this version on this promotional, this white label promo, which is an American promo, is actually maybe a bit longer than the version that he released on the EP in England, and then he withdrew it. I have a copy of it. When that EP, you know what? I'll talk about that when I talk about my 45. I'm getting ahead of myself already. So, but anyway, that's what this is. And I took care of this. It's a nice, clean sounding copy of that promo. It's not all beat up. So we get to Gabriel 3. And I love this. This was, well, still was. It is the British import, as you can see, with the yellow Mad Hatter on there. Okay. There's your track listing. They put that in a nice spot so that the contrast was such that you can see it. Right? But now in America it was released on Mercury Records with a Mercury label. That was what I had actually initially. Check out the custom label on this though. Look at that, man. Okay, now you can call it the Melt album because it looks like that's what it looks like. Right? What a cool label. And you flip it over, side 2 has a totally different custom label. Now that's fucking sweet. That's why I collect records, man. It's for that kind of detail, that kind of what I call awesomeness. And that's what I think that is, man. That is just beautiful. And what a great album. Phil Collins is all over this thing, where he really, Hugh Padgham helped produce the album. So here's the inner sleeve. I think, oh man, I can't remember because I did have a copy of the domestic release on Mercury. I can't remember if it came with this insert or not. But the British release has this. Dave Gregory's on here from XTC. And of course Phil Collins is on here. Kate Bush sings on at least 2 tracks, maybe 3, I can't remember. She's on Games Without Frontiers, and she's singing in French, and she's on, I think she's on The Intruder too. Oh, No Self-Control, she's definitely on that one, backing vocals. Anyway, great album. Check it out, man. This is Ein gutes Album. So, he did the 3rd album by, he sang it in German and released that in Germany. And when I saw that, I said, oh, cool, let me get that. So I've had this for 30 plus years. Yeah, sweet. Right? Okay. No fancy label, but it does have the Mad Hatter label. And the mixes on this, all of every song on here is completely different mix than on the English language version. So he's singing in German. I don't know German, but it's really fun sometimes to listen to the album and listen to what he's singing. I mean, not listen to what he's singing, but listen to the different mix. It's interesting to hear him sing it, but the different mixes, man, make it all that much more interesting. And here's a little insert for your German fans, because it's written in German, so I can't figure it out what he's trying to say, but all the lyrics are in German too, so that's kind of neat. And as a matter of fact, now that I took the record out of there, maybe I'll just put this in here. You bitch. Are you going to tell me that you're not going to go get all the way in there? What's holding it up? I gotta know. I gotta know. A little bit of glue. I ain't gonna mess with that. I'll end up ripping this thing and then I'll go, oh, what did I do? All right, so much for that. Another waste of 20 seconds. No, you're not gonna get it back, I'm sorry. Shit, my videos suck. Jesus Christ. All right, so that's Ein Deutsches album for Peter Gabriel 3. It's a kind of a noisy pressing. That disappointed me, but you know, what are you gonna do? And then here's the 12-inch of Biko. Again, a different mix, sung in English, but a different mix. Interesting version. It's a good version. Then Shosholosa and Jitskum de Flute. So you have Shosholosa, which is an ethnic based tune. And here comes the flood in German as the third track, or second track on side 2, anyway. So, all right, Biko. Great single, a great album. Couldn't be more timely. This is something to crank up. And you can read about Stephen Biko on the back there. Well, not right now. Got a lot to go through. But Stephen Biko, God bless him. All right. Here is a promotional what was that? Promotional single. I don't remember. This is a domestic promotional 12-inch. I don't remember. And Through the Wire. I wonder if he's talking about the World Wide Web. Yeah, I guess Peter Gabriel's singing about the internet there and through the wire. It's through the wire. All right. Here's a Canadian EP. I don't remember. And then the 3 tracks on that Biko 12-inch I just showed you. Shosholosa is actually is over 5 minutes long, so they paired that with I Don't Remember. And then Biko's it's 9 minutes long actually. And Here Comes the Flood, or Jetzt kommt die Flut, to say it in German. That's about 5 minutes long. So Canada, man, they put out some cool stuff, quite frankly, in the 80s and the late 70s. They put some good shit out. All right, so anyway, Peter Gabriel. Oh man, I won't replace this. This is nice. This is good. Jesus Christ, half an hour already. I thought I was going to be done in about 45 minutes, and there's no freaking way. Well, I don't think so. All right. Oh man, what did I do? Oh no. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'll figure it out. Peter Gabriel 4. It's again a British pressing. I bought this right away. It could be a very first pressing, just like Peter Gabriel 3. That might have been a first pressing. And again, check out the fantastic custom label. I mean, beautiful, right? Same thing here on side 2. It's not different like the Gabriel 3, but that's cool, man. It's okay with me. Of course, the Rhythm of the Heat. If you like the Rhythm of the Heat, check the rest of my channel. Go back to one of the earlier, set it for to take a look at the early videos that I posted, and you can find there was no video for the Rhythm of the Heat, but I did find footage of him doing the Rhythm of the Heat, like he was filming himself doing it. It was like they were gonna do a video for it, but never completed it, and I ended up with doing some clever editing. I ended up producing an interesting version of it, mixed with some live footage toward the end, and it worked beautifully. I had to speed things up and slow things down, but it worked real nice, man. So the Rhythm of the Heat, take a look on my channel for that if you want. It's not been taken down. I'm surprised, but hopefully it'll stay up because you can't find it anywhere else. All right, and here's the inner sleeve with all the lyrics. All right, these British pressings, man, are just beautiful. All right. All right. There you have it. Gabriel 4. Oh, another one. And this is digital mastering, right? All right. Let's put this in a proper sleeve where it belongs. Okay. Same thing with this one. The mixes of the songs are very different from the English versions, and of course he sings it all in German. And there was no special insert in here for the German fans, but really, when you're talking about music, do you really need a big special message in there? You just put the record on. That's the message, right? So, and here's the 12-inch of Shock the Monkey. This is the British pressing. Yeah, Shock the Monkey, and it's got on the B side soft dog. Soft dog. Look, it's a soft dog. Whatever that means. I don't know what that means. Ah, here's something special. Shock the Monkey, I Have the Touch, and Kiss of Life. It's just a promotional on Geffen Records. Okay, you get the words. I don't know why they give the DJ the words. What's he gonna do? Sing along? I don't know. But I wanted to get this. And it tells you who's on here, so at least the DJ can tell everybody who's listening who the players are. But all right. Check this out, man. His first live album, his first official live record. And again, I had the domestic I had a domestic copy of this. Okay? But then I got this British pressing, custom label, right? Now look at that label, right? See that label? Now look at this one. Huh? Cool, huh? Right? Sweetness. All right. Here's the inner sleeve of the second album. C and D. They're different. They're all different, man. And I love Charisma Records for that. I love what they did. I love it. So, there, now I took care of that little detail as well. Let's put these back. Oh, come on, Doc. Is this going to be a pain in my ass? Here, let's see if I can get these in here all in one shot. Or do I have to do them individually? Shouldn't be that difficult. it is going to be a problem. Can you believe this shit, you mother? Trying to keep it clean for the kids. Trying to keep it clean for the kids. Look at, see how easy that was? Why? It should have been easy enough to do that with everything. Why that was a problem? Look at that. Now it just went right in. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. God is trying to sabotage my YouTube channel. What's going on here? All right. Even that's a problem because I don't want that all screwed up. Okay, sweet. Peter Gabriel plays live. And I love this. I love this album. I haven't played it in a long time. Shit, man. I gotta crank that up. Aha! In England, he put a single out from that album. I don't remember. And this has a non-album track. Side A, I don't remember. Side B, Salisbury Hill and Kiss of Life. Kiss of Life is not on the album, but it's on this single. In the single, duplicates that cool custom label imagery. Same image on both sides, but sweetness. Kiss of Life, man. You can't get that on the double album. I like how they truncated the damn live album. When they put it on CD, they butchered it and turned it into a single disc. And they omitted a couple of tracks. I'm not sure which tracks. I was just disgusted that they truncated it. All right, let's get this in here. Let's continue on with Gabriel's discography. Oh shit. How about this? How about this? I Go Swimming and Biko. This, I think it was Holland Pressing. Holland or German or... Here, check it out, man. I think it might actually be... Oh yeah, this is a... Correct. Wait a minute. Yeah, made in Holland. Yep. Holland Pressing. It's got the tour dates on the back, and it's got... I forgot I had this. And it's got that beautiful... It says EP. Well, I guess it's an EP because these are long songs. Biko's almost... It's 6.5 minutes. I Go Swimming is 4:29. But anyway, yeah, I forgot about this 12-inch single. Holland Pressing. So, all right, let's put it away. Actually, let's put it away like this, so you don't have to take the cover off. How about that? Here we go. Here's another one. Walk Through the Fire from Against All Odds. And this is on Virgin Records. And I think oh yeah, Walk Through the Fire. And the B-side is The Race by Larry Carlton and I Have the Touch. Now, this is a special album. If you're a Peter Gabriel fan, you could probably want to get this. You're going to want to get this. First of all, the mix of Walk Through the Fire is a little different than on the soundtrack album from Against All Odds, if you have that. It's a different mix. But I Have the Touch. This is the first time he releases I Have the Touch as a different mix. There's a version of it, it's a B-side on Sledgehammer, which is coming up. But the mix, the version on this one is an unedited mix. It's a longer version. It's actually, and I noticed it almost immediately when I was listening to the Sledgehammer version. I went, wait a minute, I was like, oh cool, it's on here. This same song, but it's a shorter version on the Sledgehammer single. And I went, whoa, wait a minute, they edited this down. So the version of I Have the Touch on here is a remix from the album, from the 4th album, but it's a longer mix. I think it's only on this 45. So if that kind of thing appeals to you, keep your eyes out for a copy of this, because you're going to want it. You heard it from me first, probably. All right, here's Birdie. Soundtrack album to Birdie. Oh, this is the Geffen Records release. Just a domestic copy. Screw that. Anybody want the domestic copy of Birdie? You want this? It's right here if you want it. Because I have this British import on Charisma Virgin. I like this one a lot better. Here, look. Oh, shiny. Son of a gun. There he is. That's Matthew Modine, acting like a bird. He's got no clothes on. That's kind of acting like a bird. Most birds don't wear clothes. So he's off to a good start, right? Here we go. Here's the beautiful custom label for Birdie. It's side 2. I'm just going to show you the one side. Try to keep moving. All right. The domestic copy that I have over here that I'm willing to sell to somebody or give away just for just pay the shipping, man. I'll send it to you. And but it's just got a Geffen record label. Screw that. Who wants that? I don't. But there's some previously released material on here, as it says on the back of the album cover. Like, I'm warning you. Just be forewarned that some of the material that you're going to hear on here is on some of my previous records. So, but anyway, so that is a British import. And I like having that, man. Seriously, I don't mind getting rid of that Geffen Records copy. I don't care about that. Then there's this. Peter Gabriel does a song Out Out for Gremlins. Okay? It's a 7-minute long version of Out Out. I guess that's enough said about that, right? Now, we're getting a So. I just played this recently. Man, what a great album. And this is the import on Virgin Records. PG5. That's the catalog number. Here's the record, right? The original album with the original song lineup, if that's important to you. You know what? It's important to me. It's how I'm familiar with it. I wouldn't mind listening to the new lineup, but I don't have that new pressing. Oh, there's the inner sleeve with the lyrics. Okay. Is there something inside here? Matter of fact, there is. What the hell is that? What is this? This is like an advertisement from. Man, I used to keep everything. Peter Gabriel, the solo years. Oh, this is from not Record Collector magazine, but from maybe it is from Record Collector. Peter Gabriel, the solo years. All right, well, I'm going to keep this then. And what I'll do is I'll put this back. I'll wrap this around here. Put this back in here. Fuck it. I'm not gonna get scratched if it's in there. So that's good. But man, oh man. Gabriel collection, man. I actually really love this collection. Paid off taking care of it too. So there's only 8 songs on this album. But then you get the singles, Sledgehammer, and B-side, Don't Break This Rhythm, and I Have the Touch, 85 remix. What'd I tell you? But it's a shorter version on this single than it is on that Walk Through the Fire single. If you want the longer version, get Walk Through the Fire and check it out. Of course, you want this for Don't Break This Rhythm. Great song. And there's this. What they call the so-called limited edition dance mix, remixed by John Tokes Potoker, or whatever the hell his name is. So you get Sledgehammer, the dance mix, you get Don't Break This Rhythm, you get Biko 12-inch extended version, and you get I Have the Touch 85 remix. Again, it's the shorter mix. You don't get the longer mix on either of these 2 singles. Here is Don't Give Up. In Your Eyes, special mix. And this is the picture, Excellent Birds, which was on the CD version of So. If you got the CD, you got that extra track. That is Laurie Anderson. Of course, Kate Bush is on here too. Don't Give Up, You Still Have Us. And here's Big Time. This is the extended version, then the 7-inch version, then Curtains. I believe Curtains is an instrumental. I believe it is. And then you get Red Rain. This is the 4th single from the album, Red Rain. Gaga, I Go Swimming instrumental, and Walk Through the Fire is on here. That mix of Walk Through the Fire, I don't know if that's the single, the 12-inch EP mix, or if it's the LP mix. I don't know. And then PG, wait a minute. PG6. This is Biko live. Recorded live at the Blossom Music Center in 1987. Biko and No More Apartheid. So you get another two non-album tracks. Okay. Here's domestic singles, Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer Extended Dance Mix. Sledgehammer Extended Mix. Don't Break This Rhythm and I Have to Touch 85 remix. So this has some songs on it. Right? Here's In Your Eyes. In Your Eyes and In Your Eyes special mix. Both of these versions are not on the album. And then Biko. And Biko is, yeah, these are both variations of the original version of In Your Eyes from So they're both different mixes, and it seems like one of them was not released, well, it wasn't released as a 12-inch 45 in the UK for some reason. This, here's Big Time. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, In Your Eyes. And Big Time. And then In Your Eyes, here's Big Time Dance Mix, In Your Eyes Special Mix. Then We Do What We're Told, Milligrams 37, the LP version. What is that doing on here? And why bother putting that on here? But they did. All right, domestic release. Here's That Voice Again, a promotional 12-inch. And here is Red Rain, promotional 12-inch, domestic. So, got a lot of stuff from that So album, man. A lot of stuff took up a lot of space on my shelf. Here is a 3 LP version of Passion. .45 RPM. And I'll show you the third disc because the third disc has its side E. I like the labels all look like that. And then it's got side F for Etched. And you can see it very clearly. You can see my whole room very clearly. Yes, I'm going to radio for help any second now. All right, so that's the Etched sixth side. It's only a 5-sided album, but 45 RPM. So I just scored this not too long ago and got it for a really good price off of somebody on Discogs. I wanted to get an original pressing of it from when it was originally released, but I saw this and I said, you know what, I'll get that instead. It's a big fat package, but it sounds great. And Billy Cobham is on some of these tracks. Billy Cobham, excellent. I'm just standing up because my butt hurts, so excuse me. Here's Us. Okay, none of these are original pressings anymore. But here's Us, half-speed master 2 LP version. And good album with Come Talk to Me, Love to Be Loved, Blood of Eden, Steam, Only Us, Washing of the Water, Digging in the Dirt, 14 Black Paintings, Kiss That Frog, and Secret World. Okay, so this is a recent remaster that I picked up from Barnes & Noble, half price. This I also picked up from Barnes & Noble, half price. I decided I'd splurge and pick up Up. And I really do need to listen to this. I need to reevaluate this album, because when this first came out, what, in 2002? I wasn't sure what to think of it. So I have yet to really crank this up and check it out. But it's nice to have it on LP. And last but not least, Record Store Day from 2019. Now, I didn't get this on Record Store Day. I ended up buying it from somebody off of Discogs. And man, am I glad I got it, because it's a really good record. You know, I thought that the tracks on here were going to bore the hell out of me. No way. This is a good album with some really good songs on it. And this thing, I remember reading horror stories about the pressings of this, that they were warped. They were all over the place. It was, you know, it wouldn't play because it was warped. This sucker's flat as could be and very, very quiet. So I looked out, man. I got a good pressing, and I paid a decent price for it. I didn't pay. I didn't have to cut off one of my arms for this. That would have been pretty gross. Sending somebody my arm. Hey, here's my left arm, you asshole. Send me the album. Sorry about the blood. All right, so. Oh, look, and they give you a ticket. They give you a ticket. Here, I'm covering that up. So you got a download code. It's like a, you know, to go see the movie. Okay, whatever. But rated PG for Peter Gabriel. And really, the music on here is excellent. At least the first 2 tracks, man, they really blow me away, man. I love them. All right, so that's everything, man. And we did this in under 1 hour and 4 minutes. So I am going to say, have a nice night. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll do the 7-inch collection. I'll try to do that within the next few days. Bye.